Welcome back to Up Front and our extended interview with Wisconsin Attorney General Brad Schimel. A couple of more questions about these investigations that are going on.
Okay.
Republican lawmakers are concerned about the current composition of the Ethics and Elections Commissions. You're an elected official, a Republican. Are you concerned about the current composition? Does it worry you? Do you worry about the integrity of these commissions as we enter a major election cycle?
You know, I've been asked to be the investigator in this, and as such, I'll separate out my personal political views and my role as an investigator. And the makeup of the commission, that's for the legislature to decide, and who the staff is, that's going to be for the legislature and the commissioners to decide. We're going to report what we find, and others can run with what they have.
There are people who were whose names came about and became public in this investigation who are very upset. We had Leah Vukmir on this program several weeks ago. I found out some of her personal information was collected as part of these investigations in the past. Yeah. She says people should go to jail for this. You recommended contempt proceedings against 9 individuals. Do you think people should go to jail for things that have occurred in the past?
You know, if we find a basis to charge somebody and convict somebody criminally, then we'll take those steps. Right now, we've said what we've said. I understand why people like Senator Vukmir are upset, and many people share that position that she's got. This is very troubling. If people just think about, if someone got your cell phone or your computer or got a search warrant to get all of your emails from Google or whoever your provider is, and they had all that, everything you said, you had intimate communications with your spouse, you were talking with your kids about medical issues or whatever, and it's all there. And somebody has it, that's deeply troubling. And I can certainly understand why everyone that's in that position is very, very angry about it. They should be.
Let's switch gears here for the final couple of minutes. And I want to ask you about this Foxconn deal, because it's really we're talking about a legal case in Eau Claire. So Rick Essenberg and Wisconsin Institute for Law and Liberty are challenging, they're basically saying a conference center should not be seeing direct cash payments go to a developer. And they don't think that's right. They think that violates the uniformity clause. And that could potentially impact the Foxconn deal, where direct cash payments will be made to Foxconn. Your office, or representatives of your office, said this could imperil the Foxconn deal. Rick Essenberg on this show said that's a bit of an overstatement. What do you say?
Well, it's part of our argument. They are using that aspect of the TIF district law as part of the Foxconn deal. Mount Pleasant is engaging in a prospect where if Foxconn reaches certain levels of support to the community, they will make cash grants to Foxconn in the deal. That's the same thing that's happening in Eau Claire, and that's what's being challenged. The same thing was done in Verona when Epic came to Wisconsin. We're doing it with the Bucks Arena. Those things all do this. That is a public policy decision. I can understand that some people don't like.
Philosophically.
Yeah, they don't like philosophically that government might help pick winners and losers. But that is a legislative decision they can make, and it's constitutional. So we're going to defend it. And I don't think $100 million is a small amount of money. I think it's a big deal.
Is imperil too strong a word, or do you stand by that word?
You know, Foxconn has lots of options available to it. They could go to many different states. They could go to other countries. We have to be very careful not to have any small things demonstrate to them that Wisconsin's not all in to bring these jobs here.
Attorney General Brad Schimel is with us today. We appreciate your time. Good to have you back on the program.
Thank you.
All right. Next, the Democratic Perspective. Elections Commission Chairman Mark Thompson on the call for new investigations of the old GAB. That's when Up Front continues.